Welcome back. Mark, take us through the game, Varsity game.
Liz. Well, we started off, like I said yesterday, not quite as flying out of the box like we were yesterday, but we led in shots, got a little complacent again. We got a big goal from Carter Stevenson. Then we turned the puck over, and they answered us, and it was 1-1 for a long time. So then, second period, we got one back. Stone Patton buried one on a nice deflection rebound shot. So then we got two more late. So it was a lot closer. 4-4-1 was a lot closer than you might tell by the score. So
empty netter by Ryan Sitter, and then a very, very late breakaway goal by Andrew Kramer, and that was it. The 4-1 was the story. Well, now the story is JV. Here we go. So this is their second game, obviously, of the weekend. They took the first one.
Was it 3-2?
3-2, I think. Something along
6-5.
6-5. Yeah, you're way off. You're not even close.
3-2 was the Varsity yesterday.
Was the Varsity. So
6-5.
We got a couple really late goals.
Back and forth. We had a lead, and they scored 3 in a row, and then we had to come back and take the last 2. So
it was an exciting, as always,
a lot of back and forth.
Blues matchup. So we'll get you the starting lineups and those kinds of things here in a minute. They're finishing up their warm-ups. 3 minutes left to go. You're listening to the Blues Sports Network. Well, welcome back for JV action. Skullroot's out there with Alaska and Cutcomp. Eaton and Dreamweaver will be holding that blue line.
Matt Quinn in net, getting the start.
So Big Mac played third period yesterday in the JV game. So I had an opportunity to get in that game as well. Mason City controls, and Quinn right on cue covers it up, and we're going to face off here in our zone. So only carryover as far as players go, Mahoney, DeYoung, and Stevenson. They played in the varsity game. Other than that,
I think Sven Finley, I think, is dressed.
And Sven is
Here we go.
dressed.
Here's
Look at this,
Cutcomp.
Cutcomp. I was giving him grief before the game. Cutcomp, backhand, and he missed it. Rolled off his stick. Cutcomp, as some of you may be aware, is actually in my class at West High School. So it's great to have him in there because I could talk hockey for a lot of the period. And I told him just before the game that I wanted a goal out of him, and just rolled off his stick.
Yeah, get another chance.
Puck is loose, bobbled around, and finally gets covered. A little fisticuffs after the game, or after the play. Hopefully it doesn't have to happen after the game.
A little pushing and shoving.
A little pushing and shoving.
So, but he'd like to have that one back, though. He almost got his first one.
Just rolled off of him. And the referee not messing around as after the play.
Oh, did they send both of them?
No, just one. Mason City.
Oh.
Got into it a little bit. I don't know if that was Delaska or who that was, but got a little bit of a pushing match.
And Skullroot, I think.
The Skullroot, okay. Yeah. And we get a power play of this. So Blues Sports Network power play starts off. O'Neill, he's going to dump it deep. Mahoney, he's going to grab it behind the Mason City netminder. Get it to DeYoung. DeYoung took his eyes off, and Mason City clears it down. So our power plays at time look amazing, and then other times we falter a little bit.
Yeah, other times we can't get out of our zone.
Exactly. So hopefully we can get some power play goals today as DeYoung gets a nice pass from Lawson, center ice. Young's going to bring it in. Tried to flip it back to Lawson. Lawson, though, flustered over along the boards. Still kept in, and finally Mason City clears it. Send it down ice. Stevenson's going to give after it. Get bumped up a little bit there on the boards, but he makes a good pass to Lawson. Lawson with a nice outlet pass to O'Neill. O'Neill, nifty little move at the red line. Brings it in. He's going to, a nice move, shoots it.
Just wide.
So I almost was going to say two moves, but somehow got free and got a shot. So Mahoney's still out there. Hansen, he goes hard to the net. Mahoney, he feathers it to Lawson. Gets tipped by Mason City. Back to the point. Shot goes towards the net from O'Neill, but he gets blocked down.
Didn't get much on it.
Lawson's going to have it. He's going to throw it at the net. Lots of traffic. Puck's loose. Shot goes in again.
I think that shot surprised the goalie and then gave up a rebound. We almost got
pass to the point. Lawson, nifty little pass there to DeYoung. DeYoung across the crease. Puck's still loose. Bounces off the back of the net. In that, loose netting.
Very loose.
Very loose.
Saggy, you might say.
The saggy net. We're going to talk about those nets for the rest of our lives. You realize that.
Only when we come here.
Only when we come here.
I don't know why you laugh so hard when I say that, though.
I have no idea why. It's just funny. Prieto, nice face-off win to Dream. Dream's going to have it at the red line. He's going to dump it over to Hansen. So Hansen and his brothers out there right now. Gets to Prieto. Prieto with a nice shot.
Oh, nice try, yep.
So all Blues is the Blues getting aggressive here, really attacking the net.
Yeah, we still got 15 seconds on a power play here, so need a face-off win. And
I was talking to Brad, one of the coaches for Mason City, in between games, and just let him know how impressed I was with the play of the Mason City goalies. They really played well this weekend. Shot goes in towards Mason City. Rebound. Don't know if it actually got deflected, but that puck's going to go high in the air, flip down the ice.
That's going to do it for the power play, but got a couple shots, so.
And an icing.
Good new line there with Jack James, Orwig, and Prieto out there.
James saw some time yesterday in the varsity game, took Sitter's spot on that line. Played well.
It's always good to get some of your younger guys up there, play a little varsity if they can, get a little taste of that. And
Weaver tried to hold it at the blue line, missed it. Shot goes towards Quinn, high riser, had no chance whatsoever. Quinn in good position.
Whether Eaton got a piece of that or not, but it deflected high and wide there.
So good chip up to James. James, good defense by Mason City, just took it away from him. Puck's going to roll into Mason City zone. James has to check up. Prieto in on a forecheck. Mason City backhands it up the ice. O'Neill, he's going to grab it just past the blue line and bring it in slowly and surely. As James is going to have it on his stick. Eaton has it. He's going to dump it deep. Everybody again has to check up. Eaton's going to come off for a change. Puck's going to end up getting to O'Neill's stick. Good defense there by Mason City as they bumped him off the puck.
Good step up by Brady O'Neill there to keep that deep.
Puck goes around the corner. Cut count. Center pass. Ooh, and
just be a little bit quicker on that shot.
Cut count right now. Playing extremely well. That should have been more of one of those snapshots, just a one-timer.
He tried to catch it and then to make the shot. It just closed up on him too fast. But it's good, like I said, good play by Cut count behind the net, finding him right in the slot.
So Peterson out there with Skullroot and Cut count. Skullroot tries to win it forward. Mason City, though, jumps all over it, gets it to the red line and dumps it in. Big Mac stops it behind the net. O'Neill tried to spin around, but it was like Mason City knew what he was going to do. Stop that. O'Neill. Forehand, backhand. Kind of interesting there.
Help.
Finally does. Mason City, though, they're able to jump on it. Puck darn near had eyes as it gets thrown hard off the boards. And look at this, Cut count. Darn near had something special, but squirted free. Mason City got a hold of it. Moves it up ice. O'Neill, he has it on his stick. He's going to bring it up. Chips it up high to Stevenson. A little too far out of his reach. He tried to make a play on it. Oh, and boy, I tell you what, that was close. Because I thought it might have went for a trip.
Right.
No call. Shot towards Quinn. Way wide. Mason City did have traffic in front.
That's too sharp an angle, though, to even get it on net. So,
unless it goes off a belly, it's most likely not going to go in. Stevenson, he holds and waits. He gives it off to Mahoney. Mahoney tries to give it back to Stevenson, so maybe a little miscommunication. Mason City dumps it out of their zone. Weaver.
Always need to be talking to make those passes.
Weaver late on that pass, but finally gets it. We get it up to Finley. Finley dumps it in. Mason City goalie actually made a play on it. Wasn't in on net, but Finley with the puck. Shot goes in, actually hit off, I think, Finley. So Sven gets a taste of the puck. Ooh, and a big hit from behind.
Well, no call, huh?
I was expecting maybe a cross check. So like a...
Oh, I thought he kept it in there.
Like a car rear-ending another car. Finley got hit from behind. Fresh off the bench is Lawson. Mason City didn't see him. They actually threw it right back to him, but Lawson kicked it, ended up in our zone, exited our zone, gets right back in by Mason City.
Icing.
Hey, you're right, and icing. I tell you what, I'm really impressed by Coach White's voice, and the reason I say that is my voice would have been gone. I would have wore it out. Good face-off win. Spins around, True, and a dangerous pass. Tried to go across ice to O'Neill. Worked out. Lawson in on the forecheck.
Yeah, if that D-to-D pass hadn't been as hard as it was going the other way.
Another stick on the ice. Habercorn, he gets turned around. O'Neill, he has the puck on his stick. Stutter stops. Gets it off to Hansen. Hansen, nice pass over to Dewsbury. Dewsbury, who we're going to lose here soon. Going to be moving away from us. We're going to get as much action as we can out of that young fella.
Good young player.
Yeah, he's got a future.
Real likable kid. Everybody likes that. Likes icing.
So icing by the Blues as we'll get it face off down here by the right of Litstick. you know, your Blues were all a family, and it's tough when you see part of your family leave.
Yeah.
And we get them for another month, I think.
Right. Yeah, I think so.
The rest of December at least. Prieto, good tie up there on the faceoff, and Weaver's going to have the puck. Weaver behind the net, swings it out. Wing wasn't there. Shot goes towards Lidstick. Gets knocked down way before it gets there. Pass goes up. Tried to hit.
Orwig's
like
over there on the
Orwig,
wing, yeah.
and just missed him.
There you go.
And looky, Orwig at the red line. Has a step. Nice pass there.
Yeah, he was trying to get James coming down the slot.
Shot goes from the point. Blocked down by Mason City. And that's another one of those examples we talk about.
Yeah. Like I said, luckily he was there to gather it back in.
Weaver back to retrieve the puck. Hard off the boards. Gets it to Eaton. Good forecheck pressure there by Mason City. Forcing the issue. Prieto. Eaton. Mason City tries to center it. It's knocked down by James. James tried to flip it out to Orwig. So Orwig gives chase, hits the blue line. Mason City gets it out quick. Mason City player blew a tire and blew it bad as Orwig, look at this, as Cutcomb coming down the slide. Orwig tried to feed Cutcomb. Cutcomb behind the net. Gets knocked down. Close to an interference call.
Yeah, the player was looking for the
shot goes in from Eaton. And Mason City had a golden opportunity there. Had somebody breaking out. Prieto got a step behind, and they're going to ice the puck.
Yeah, they had a guy come down the middle there, just led him a little too far. Ended up being an icing.
.6:42 left to go in this first period.
3-1 in shots. Got 3.
Seems like more, doesn't it?
It seems like it should have been more. Maybe they haven't been on net. I don't know.
Habercorn tried to go D to D, then tried to hit Delaska. Delaska ran into. Good check by Mason City. Delaska is going to end up with it on his stick, and he's tripped down. So good hustle by Delaska, and it forced Mason City. I don't want to say forced him to trip, but put them in a position where they had to.
Yep. We get a tripping call, so we get a power play.
I'd like to give a shout out to Mason City and their hospitality. They've been really good to us. Parents have, at least to me, have been friendly. Staff has been friendly. So
yeah. Yeah, you don't get that everywhere, right?
No, you don't. So if anybody from the Mason City side of things are listening, thank you. So Finley, nice low shot.
Yeah, low and hard, looking for a tip.
O'Neal, plenty of room. Shot goes towards the netminder. He actually lost it. Good save, but lost it for a second. Thought it might have gone behind him.
He almost squeezed it in there between the post and it was under his arm there. But
so a little conversation here after the play by the official. Not sure exactly what he's telling Mason City player. He's coming off the ice, not going to the penalty box, just changing it up.
So there's a lot of time left in the power play. 1:48 still left on that. So
and Mason City actually at one point had 6 guys out on the ice. 2 of them finally came on. Loose puck. DeYoung throws it at the net. Stevenson back to Mahoney. Mahoney back to Stevenson. Stevenson and Mahoney. A little give and go. Nice clear. Shot goes towards and loose puck. Shot goes towards the net. Still loose. Bobbles around. Finley's going to get it. So Goldilocks in on the puck. He's going to get it around the corner. Gets it behind the net. Throws it over to Stevenson. Stevenson back to Finley. Finley with all kinds of time. He's going to shoot it at net.
Oh. Yeah, deflected, blocked it, and clear back out.
Finley on his horse. He's going to hit the red line. Good decision. Holds up. Pulls it. A little spin there. It's backhand in by O'Neal.
Yeah, it was good sight seeing him come down the slot there and fed it over to O'Neal, but just couldn't get the puck up in the air.
I tell you what, I've been very impressed with Finley. When he's on the ice, he's going 110 miles an hour, just like all our boys. Yeah. But maybe it's with the locks. He just seems to be skating faster.
The flowing mane.
James at the red line feathers it over to Prieto. Prieto puts on the brakes. Probably should have got that deep, but it actually worked out well. As when he did that, it bounced off of Mason City's skate and went deep. Weaver, he tries to keep and does. 3 Blues players, though, right there. Look out. That puck gets to Weaver's stick. Weaver backhand towards the net. So that was kind of a weird play as we're going to get a hand pass.
Yeah. So 23 seconds left on their power play. It's got to come out of the zone here, so face off in the neutral zone.
So O'Neill and Habercorn out there with Hanson and Dewsbury and Prieto. Dewsbury, nice face-off win. Dewsbury, backhand pass to Hanson. Hanson just couldn't open up enough and get a shot on net.
Hit him on his backhand. I couldn't get back to the forehand, so.
No icing as Mason City throws it down ice. 5 seconds left on our power play. Puck bobbles loose, finally ends itself on the Dewsbury stick. Dewsbury up to Prieto. Prieto hits the blue line. Nice little stutter step there, but gets ran into the boards hard. Power play's expired. Big hit there by Mason City as Hanson goes to his backside. Habercorn, big shot. And that was kind of weird because from our angle, we saw it all the way. Hit him right in the center of the chest. Kind of a weird, I don't mean to laugh, but that was just kind of bizarre. Herd hockey over.
Yeah, a little bunched up there.
In the center ice. Good pass, read all the way, though, by Habercorn, as Habercorn's going to step up in the blue line. He's going to just skate it in. Plenty of time.
Yeah, in the meantime, he kept it down there deep enough so they could get a change. Oh.
O'Neill, he's going to come away with it. He's going to get it into Mason City's zone. Mason City swings and whiffs. Cutcom in on the forecheck. Mason City again swings and whiffs. So strike 2. Habercorn looks, good decision. Had Cutcom there for a split second. Then he threw it off of Mason City's skate. Mason City enters the zone. Habercorn's able to recover. A nice little move by Skolrud. Skolrud out to Cutcom. I'm going to get some stick up on that tape because it just comes right off his stick. Weaver, he's going to throw it out of Mason City. Wrong color jersey there, son. Mason City actually threw it at net. Hit the side of the net. Pass goes up ice, and look what we have here. DeYoung, finally with the speed, brings it in. High shot, he scores!
Bar down.
About the only thing that would have looked prettier is if that water bottle would have flown up in the air, but
I think he decided this time. I said no fancy dangles this time. I'm just a rear back and bury a bar down shot. So
beautiful play by your Blues as DeYoung gets his name in the scorebook.
Yeah, nice shot.
And makes it 1-0 your Blues.
The goalie dropped down. He just put it right up the bar, straight down. So.
That line, they were fresh off the bench, so they're back out there again after that goal. Stevenson steps in the passing lane. Stevenson, and a good defense as Mason City all over it. Ooh, and a nice shot by Mahoney as it flutters across the crease. DeYoung with the puck. DeYoung back to the point. Weaver throws it in.
Got some good movement going here. Nice passes.
Backhand over to Stevenson.
This almost looks like our power play.
It does. Weaver back to Stevenson. And again, wrong color jersey as Mason City steps in the lane. I'm sure Weaver would want that one back. Puck gets loose, squirts to the point, thrown in at Quinn, goes really high, gets deflected in the air. So behind the net, Mason City, they just try to throw it at Quinn and just gets knocked down by our net. So Eaton brings it into the zone. Eaton, good nice pressure, shot. Throws it front, nice. Shot and score! So Eaton, one man right there all by himself, one-man wrecking crew, brought it all the way in, brought it down the ice, gave a beautiful pass off, and I think that was Hanson.
Yeah, Parker Hanson flying down the slot. Yeah, that was an awesome play by Eaton. He kept it alive. They got a line change, and he kept it long enough to make a pass right in the middle. Perfect play, nice play.
So 2-0 your Blues as Eaton, Hanson, And that's what teamwork is all about right there. Great play.
Like I said, he kept possession of that puck just long enough for everybody to get a change. And
face-off won by Mason City. Bring it down, throw it towards Quinn, way wide as it goes along the boards. Hits the corner. O'Neal, good pressure. Mason City, nice shot towards net. Mason City, plenty of time.
Yeah.
But he swung and whiffed on that one as it ends up in the corner. James hard off the boards. Exits the zone. Orwick, good pressure as the puck's going to squirt onto his stick. He gets it to James. James with time, space, tries to shoot. Good defense by Mason City.
Got a stick on him.
That puck's going to gingerly roll out of the zone. Habercorn's there, and Habercorn just gets outbeat to the puck. O'Neal tries to go back, and Mason City scores. So Habercorn kind of out on an island, got beat.
Yeah,
and Mason City
got on him. He just had a couple steps on him, got by him. So,
that's the disadvantage when you're a defenseman. You're trying to skate back, and a guy's skating forward at you, and he just
got turned around a little too late.
Yep. O'Neal, he was on his horse, tried to back check, but a great shot by Mason City as they make it a 2-1 game. So almost an exact replica of the Young shot. Barred out. So big answer by Mason City as their fans celebrate.
Yeah, just under a minute, too. You hate to give those up. Sometimes they can swing the momentum into the next period. So shake it off and get back to our game.
Good face-off win by the Blues. Peterson couldn't get it deep enough. Cutcomb, he gets it over the blue line. Cutcomb on his backhand, tries to center it.
Oh.
Peterson gets knocked out.
He got a stick on her.
He did.
Cutcomb
actually got it on net, so it was a good shot. Weird angle. But the Mason City netminder had to make a stop, and we're going to get a face-off in their zone.
.40 seconds left in the first period here. 8-3 they got up on the board there for shots in favor of the Blues.
Mason City controls, throws it hard around the boards. The winger goes up to retrieve. He gets it, and Mason City has a 2-on-1. Sven Finley there. Holds, waits, shot goes towards Quinn. Quinn with a decent save and goes across the crease. And a big sigh of breath, and Mason City loses it. Goes right off the back of his stick. They have to regroup. Mason City brings it up. Peterson steps in the lane. He's going to get to the puck. Peterson.
Rub off.
Good forecheck pressure. Separated Mason City from the puck. Ends up in the corner. Stevenson over there, as well as Skolrud. And that'll do it for the first period. Very exciting.
Yeah.
4-8 in shots, 2-1. We're going to have a quick break here as the boys get some water, get some last-minute instructions to start the second period. You're listening to Blues Sports Network. Well, welcome back to the start of the second period. Your Blues up 2-1. Gave up a goal right at the end of that period, and like you said, Mark, sometimes that could hit you in the gut.
Change some momentum, carry it into the next period, but we'll see how we react here and maybe get it back.
So Mahoney, DeYoung, and Stevenson to take the draw with Finley and Eaton. Eaton, who helped out with a great goal to Parker Hansen. Blues win the face-off. Pops up in the air, hits the ceiling, and drops straight down.
Hey, Mark, I'd like to take a moment here to send a shout out to some of those parents that maybe hit the road already after the varsity game. Safe travels, and thanks for listening. Hopefully the roads are clearing up out there.
Exactly. And if you need to, we'll take a text or anything like that letting us know if the roads are solid. Shot goes towards Mason City netminder. Let us know because we'll be out of here soon as well. Lawson, good hold up. He's going to throw it. Oh, and a nice save by Mason City. Might have surprised him a little bit.
That was good awareness there by holding on to that puck and knowing he had a couple guys offside. So
Puckle on the boards. O'Neill's there with Hanson, Dewsbury. So 4 Blues, 3 Mason City players. Dewsbury. Oh, and look out. Shot by Lawson gets deflected. Big hit by Stevenson. O'Neill's going to jump up in the fray. O'Neill has it. He's going to put on the brakes, make a nice little move. And it ends up squirting itself out of Mason City zone. So a lot of fun that just happened down there, but no results. As it was exciting for a brief moment. Can't get it out of our zone.
Yeah, we got to make sure those get out.
O'Neill's stick, he tried to backhand. It actually got stuck up in the boards.
I've seen that happen a couple times today where the stick will get stuck between those boards or in the door jam there.
Battle along the boards, ends up behind Quinn. Mason City gains control, throws it to the point, throws it in at Quinn. Weird deflection. Didn't get in on Quinn, so. And Lawson, who's been out there a while, but he's playing his heart out as he gets the puck up ice, gets it to the corner. Line change happens with the young Abercorns able to come out there. Stevenson out there as well. Mason City, stretch pass, throws it on Quinn. Quinn's just going to hold it and make a good decision because those pucks have been coming off those boards.
So, yeah, you got to be aware. You got to get your head on a swivel there. Watch for that bounce off the backboards.
Line change to Prieto, Orwig, and James. What I really like about this JV team is every weekend when they're playing, somebody new always seems to step up.
Yeah, the scoring is spread around pretty evenly, I think, and across all the lines. And when they change people up, they seem to still produce and play pretty well together.
So the Blues try to clear the zone. James is going to come away with it. Started to make a move. Mason City stepped in, made a good play, and knocked it off his stick. Puck's going to end up going around the backside of Quinn, end up on the boards. Abercorn, he was over there. I think he stopped, thought maybe the puck was going to get thrown at him, and somehow it ends up over there on Eaton's stick. He's going to lose it. James had it on his stick for just a second and actually scratched that. James has it. That was the other 7. That was the double 7. Orwig shot.
Nice.
Good shot by James.
What was that? That was a high riser there, him wrapping the shoulder.
That puck was doing a Jefferson's. It was moving on up. As it slowly goes behind McKenzie. And Mack makes the save, holds it. Weaver and O'Neill step over the boards. They'll hit the blue line. Alaska, Skolroot, and Cutcomp. Cutcomp is due today. He's had some good opportunities.
Yep. Had that breakaway, and then he had a nice feed to the front.
Mason City gets control. Looked like we had complete control for a second. Ended up squirting over Alaska's stick. Weaver, he goes to retrieve. He throws it hard off the boards. A little too hot. Mason City had a solid shot on net, but he pretty much fanned and whiffed on that. Weaver, he's going to knock it out of the zone. So nice play by Weaver. Good forecheck by Cutcomp. He's got it on his stick. He's going to turn the big fella. Tried to make a shot on his knees, but Mason City jumps in and whoa, and look out. As that puck was shot up towards the bench. Coach Watkins, he felt the breeze. We jumped up here because that was one of the first things we said. Pucks could come over our direction.
Yeah.
So
Those hurt.
everybody's okay. As Coach Watkins felt the whistle across his ear. Too good of a face-off win as we knock it all the way down into our zone, and O'Neill picks it up, spins around, gives it over to Weaver. Weaver opens up, throws it back around to O'Neill. O'Neill, he's going to bring it up, gets it off to Mahoney. Mahoney with the touch pass to DeYoung, and all that for naught as Mason City's able to knock it away from DeYoung. They do it again as Mahoney finally gets into the fray. He knocks it into Mason City's zone. Mason City backhands it out to O'Neill. O'Neill pitchforks back in. Mahoney was knocked down, so he's slowly, gingerly getting back on side, and O'Neill dumps it in. Mason City has it. They throw it around the back of their netminder. Mahoney touch pass to Stevenson. Carter with the shot.
You got a little tip on that, but
Mason City, corner. Throw it. Actually threw it to Carter. Carter was kind of surprised by that. We're going to get an icing on Mason City. So stoppage in play here as face-off will be to the right of Mason City's netminder. Their goalie again playing well, just like we expected they would.
Yeah, right.
They've done it all week.
what Dewsbury, Hanson, and Lawson can do.
Good keep there by Habercorn as the puck started to squirt itself down the ice. We're going to have a hand pass. Okay, well, guess not. Mason City down the ice. Good effort there by Habercorn. Mason City, though, has the puck close to the slot. Loose, kind of dangles around, and Quinn's going to get a stoppage in play. He didn't like that.
Just
Mason
cover it
City.
up next to the cage there.
Yeah.
Guys confused why we didn't get the hand pass call there. That jumped up and tipped it. And
Yeah.
anyway,
Doesn't matter as the puck's going to get in our zone. Mason City with the hard one-timer in towards Quinn. Quinn just blockers it away. No traffic in front, so it worked out well for us.
there it is. There's
Stretch pass, beautiful pass there to Hanson. Hanson, though, all the way down. He's hooked.
Oh, my gosh.
And finally, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what a hooking call looks like,
That was textbook. But that's one of those maybe.
that is text. That was maybe a goal saving.
Yeah, right. Maybe you could say such a thing as a good penalty.
But great play. I'm not exactly sure who made that pass.
I think it was Dewsbury. Maybe.
Dewsbury?
had
It was
that
a
pretty deep, yeah.
wonderful pass
Nice
to
pass.
Hanson. And Hanson had a breakaway opportunity, and Mason City may have saved a
He was
goal
hooked
with
so
the
bad
hook.
his arms were up above his head.
Yeah. So Blues go on a Blues Sports Network power play. Great face-off win. Finley redirect opportunity. And that was all redirect. He was not throwing that at net. He was trying to hit Mahoney on his stick. Parker. Malo! And
nice try to
Mahoney
keep give and
almost
go
had
there,
Parker on a give and go. That give and go is so purty when it works. Somebody checks up. Mason City throws it down the ice. Quinn's going to settle things down, give it over to Finley. Finley with the puck, gets it out to Stevenson. Stevenson slowly gets it out to O'Neill. O'Neill gives it back to Stevenson. Stevenson's, we got lucky there, and everybody got
offsides.
offside. So
Picked ourselves out at the blue line there. A couple guys go in a little too early.
it's funny with Carter. He's such a smooth skater. Sometimes he looks like he's going slower than everybody else, and
Just a long strides.
he just but he makes things happen. And he's not slow. It's just the way the strides work. Win the faceoff. Weaver's going to dump it in to Hanson, who's able to chip it up into the corner. Spun back around all the way behind the net. And almost a nice keep by James, but squirts past his stick. Prieto, he's got the puck as he throws it up to Dewsbury. Dewsbury, plenty of time and space, going to settle things down. Drop it off. There's a shot opportunity. No goals. It rings off the post. Still loose. And I don't know if it's in or not, but some extracurricular activities. Some things were said.
That was off the post and
Wow. Empty net. Every goalie's best friend.
right, that post.
That post.
That post. You heard that ring, and then
Woo. As the net was wide open.
the penalty call. Got Jack James going to the box. I don't know what the call was, but
Probably not a few nice things that were said. So we're going to go on a penalty kill here. It'll actually be 4-on-4, excuse me, for 49 seconds.
Yeah, then they'll have a power play. Officials discussing maybe where the face-off's going to go, or what the call was, I guess.
Yeah, we'll get
roughing.
So getting some things squared away. James with the penalty, and the official talking to the coaches. Okay, so things squared away. 4-on-4. Puck will be dropped out of the zone.
I never did get what the call was. Did you?
I was just just roughing on James.
Roughing? Okay.
But I think he let the coaches know that, hey, there might have been some extra things said. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll have to find out after the game. But good face-off win back to Finley. So Sven, he reverses, spins back around, gets on his horse, and he's going to skate up the red line. Gets to the blue line, throws it at the net. A nice little tricky shot might have surprised the Mason City netminder. Behind the play, DeYoung, he's going to get knocked off the puck. Mason City's going to bring it up ice, throw it up high off the glass.
The icing there, huh?
Should be. And it is. I was almost waiting for the whistle not to blow. So the whistles, it's cold in here sometimes. Maybe that whistle's freezing up a little bit. So 20 seconds left on this 4-on-4. Dewsbury out there with Hanson, Finley, and O'Neill.
Here's Coach White up on the bench there. 20 seconds.
Dewsbury actually falls down, lays an egg there as it got underneath him. Mason City's going to bring it up, throw it up ice. And a good tip, just not going to go far enough for an icing as O'Neill's going to grab it. Puts on the brakes, spins, Mason City all over O'Neill.
Mason City with the power play now for 1:10.
So O'Neill trying to eat this puck up, and he is.
Just killing time, right?
One-man wrecking crew trying to kill off time here. Finally squirts free. Finley had a chance on the play as Mason City just swings and throws it.
Going to get Sven for the interference on that. He just nudged the guy and he went down. It wasn't much of anything, but you're going to get a cross-check. I think he bumped it with his hand, I think. That's about it.
Well, okay. Weaver's going to hit the ice with DeYoung, and we're going to have a 5-on-3. First 5-on-3 this weekend.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think somebody had.
For a brief, maybe?
Yeah, a real short one, yeah.
Real short one.
15 seconds or something. That's maybe 51 seconds this time.
So 2 defensemen with DeYoung.
So Eaton, Dreamweaver, and like I said, DeYoung.
Obviously, the face-off so important. Mason City wins the draw. Throws it at the net. Gets blocked down. Skittering puck. Again thrown at the net. Weaver, great play. And that puck's out. And Weaver, just hold that puck there, young man. He's got plenty of time and space. He's going to hold. He's going to throw it hard up the ice. Actually threw it at a Mason City player. He knocked it down, so it didn't get all the way down the ice. And Mason City throws it back in. No icing is the call as Eaton. Great body position there.
Yeah, put his body in between him and the puck.
Going towards Quinn. Quinn gobbles it up just like a cookie. Gets a stoppage in play.
13 seconds left. The 5-on-3.
O'Neill, Hanson.
Fresh bodies out there.
Weaver will stay out. These are those moments where every goalie has to be huge in a game.
Yeah.
Good face-off win. O'Neill can't get it any farther than center ice. Brought up by Mason City. Enters the zone. Sloppy play there as O'Neill gets it up ice. James out of the box. So
5-on-4 there.
Mason City now with the puck. Too hot to handle. Gets it over to Weaver. Weaver Thank you very much. I'm going to dump it back down ice and make you chase it again as Mason City grabs it behind their netminder. Along the boards. Cross-eye pass. Nice pass there. Good vision. Shot goes towards Quinn. It's wide. Got deflected. Never got on net.
Yeah, Brady O'Neill got in there, got a stick on it.
Pass towards the front. Abercorn got a stick on that puck. O'Neill made a good play. Puck gets chipped.
Good play by James there.
O'Neill, good separation. Put enough of a hit on Mason City, slowed them down a little bit, but they still have control. Shot goes towards Quinn, and Quinn gives up a soft one.
It's almost like that puck had eyes. It got right inside the post, right under his arm. That was way over by almost along the boards there. 10 seconds left to kill, too. So power play.
Fluky goal. 2-2 is the score here. Just over 5 minutes left to go, and I guarantee that's one that Big Mac would like to have back.
Yep. I guarantee you, too.
But that's hockey. That's the way it works. So DeYoung to take the draw here with Stevenson and Mahoney. Clean win. Wind it to Eaton. Eaton just tried to gingerly dump it in. Finally finds its way into the zone for a brief second. Pops back out. Gets to Mahoney, or Stevenson. Stevenson throws it back to Eaton. Stevenson knocked that puck down. Goes over into the corner. Knocked around the backside of Mason City's netminder. Weaver steps up. I don't know if he just missed it or if Mason City got enough of a stick on it, but they knock it down into our zone. Eaton's going to bring it around with speed. Throws it back up ice. No icing as Mahoney was able to get a piece of that. It's going to work its way slowly into the zone. Nice separation hit by DeYoung. Actually got on Stevenson's stick. Stevenson lost control. Mason City lost it. Weaver going to dump it into the corner. Line change, wholesale change for your Blues. Eaton and Weaver stay out there as Mahoney goes in after the puck. Puck's going to rattle itself around, hit the boards. Eaton going to get rubbed off. Dewsbury had a chance.
Had a defenseman change there, almost got stuck in the
shot goes towards Quinn. Nice blocker save. It's always nice to stop the next one after a goal. And Lawson's going to have a 2-on-1. So let's see what Lawson does here as he backhands it.
Oh, just not enough on it.
Kept by O'Neill. O'Neill back around. Hansen hard off the boards to Habercorn. Habercorn tries to flip it up, get it back to Parker. Didn't get very far as Lawson comes away with it, throws it at net. Oh, and the goalie decided to play that puck. Mason City gets it out of the zone. Habercorn and O'Neill switch. And O'Neill throws it out of the stands. And Donnier
got Andy right now.
I'm going to be honest with you. If that was the other Habercorn, if Tony would have thrown that into the stands and not O'Neill, I would have swore he did it on purpose. But in this case, O'Neill, there's an extra set of bleachers here, so puck out of play. We get a face-off at center ice.
Never saw it coming because he's looking at his phone.
He was looking at his phone. Well, there's signs that always say beware of pucks at any time during a game, and perfect example.
Oh.
Linesman got in the way, and looky,
He got 3-on-1.
James got a 3-on-1. James with a nice pass. Prieto with the shot. Good save.
Right in the belly. Got to lift that, pick one of those corners. It was a good play, though. 3-on-1. Got the pass over to Prieto and got a good shot off. Good quality.
That's one of those, if it doesn't get saved, it's a greasy goal.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Sure.
There's three guys right there.
The net, but he didn't give up the rebound. So
James, Blues win the faceoff. James tried to throw it in and got knocked down. So ends up in the corner. Prieto. Good keep there by Weaver. Weaver, nice low shot. Doesn't get torn on net. Nice play by Eaton as he steps up, slows things down. James ends up with it on his step. Little stutter step. Tried to get it across to Prieto. Prieto. Good battle along the boards as he gets it over to Orwig. Orwig holds and waits. Plenty of room. White tries the center.
Had two guys in front. Just couldn't get on their stick.
Over to O'Neill. O'Neill long shot. And that should be an icing. As O'Neal tried to get a shot out on that, got blocked down. Mason City had it, shot it down the ice.
Now 2.5 minutes left in the period here. We got to get back on the
On the offensive.
Yeah, on the offensive. Yeah, sometimes it look like we're getting back on our heels a little bit and just letting the play come to us. We got to take it to them.
Clean face-off win. DeYoung. O'Neal tries to dump it back down to Stevenson. Ends up in the corner. DeYoung, nifty little backhand pass to an invisible Blues player. Ends up in the corner. Goes looping around to the boards. Haberkorn steps up. Get a mouthful of arms as Mason City tries to center it up the ice. O'Neal, nice job. Stepped up. Knocked it back down. Puck's going to pop up in the air. Kind of a weird play as DeYoung got a stick on it.
Good keep
now,
there.
DeYoung with a high riser.
Oh.
About took off two heads as Mason City had a dive. So just on a cue mark, like you said, good pressure by the Blues. Swung it back around. DeYoung with the weird angle shot. Hits off the back of the net. Gets knocked up ice. Haberkorn, great keep.
Good job, yep.
Throws it back towards
lots of pressure, good shift.
Stevenson with the puck. Try to get it back out to DeYoung. And look out here. A shot goes towards the net. As O'Neal, another great keep shot towards. And DeYoung had the puck on a stick. So for the second time this game, we had a wide open net and just either
rolling on him. He couldn't get enough on that shot. But it's good shift by that group there. Lots of good pressure. We had it in the zone the whole time. I think they cleared out maybe once, but right back in. Got us with 14 shots now for the game. Only 9 for Mason City. So
I don't think really at any time during this weekend we've been down shots. Shot goes towards the netminder. So a bobbling puck by Eaton, but it got all the way through and darn near.
Yeah, some of those shots that we don't get much on, sometimes those are the dangerous ones that might misplay, misjudge the speed of it.
Exactly, the speed. It starts fluttering.
Like a knuckleball.
Mm-hmm. Another good face-off win. Eaton throws it. That one hurt. I know there's pads on those shin guards, but
still hurts.
Still hurts. Puck to the point, knocked down the ice. That'll go for
no
icing.
Nope.
As
that
puck,
on the way there. Didn't make the end line.
Fluttered all the way down. Mason City now. They bring it to the blue line. They throw it in. It'll be an offside.
Yep.
So stoppage in play.
Now 50 seconds left here in the period.
Yeah, let's just finish this period strong. Mason City controls the faceoff, tries to throw it into our zone, doesn't get very far as O'Neal steps up. Been impressed by O'Neal today as he's really taken away some good angles on plays and got in there. Look at this, Orwick. He's going to shoot it at net. And the Mason City netminder gobbles up.
Good shot.
Pretty easy save, but
you might have had room to even skate that in a little closer and get a higher percentage shot, but it's a good shot nonetheless on net anyway.
So James to take the draw. Finley out there on defense with O'Neal. And again, another great win, but just so hard that it gets knocked down ice. So Finley harassed. A dangerous play, but O'Neal is able to get on the puck. He's going to send it back around to Prieto. Prieto, who just had a shot opportunity a few seconds ago, was tripped up on the play. Weird angle shot, loose.
It was on net. I think the goalie lost that for a minute.
Brought up by Mason City. Hits the red line. James grabs it. He loses it. Puck goes high up in the air. Hits the red line again, and that's going to do it. Well, no. Puck was high played with a high stick, so 2 seconds left.
Time to drop the puck, and maybe you get a shot, win it back.
Yeah, put your best face-off guy in there.
Yep.
Set something up. Plenty of time. 2 seconds is plenty of time. But again, it always comes down to the face-off as James is going to take the draw. O'Neal, he's out there on defense. Draw is taken, and that'll do it for the second period as we go to intermission. Tie game, 2-2.
A lot like yesterday again. You dictate play most of the game, and then next thing you know, you're looking at yourself wondering how the heck that happened. We're tied 2-2.
Yeah, exactly. So you're listening to Blue Sports Network. We'll be back for exciting action of the third period.
Thanks for the shout out. Roads are clear so far for
Welcome back to the start of the third period. 2-2 is the score. Evan Lidstick, he's going to be in net, stretching things out, much like they did yesterday, where they switched Quinn and Evan,
Evan
doing basically the same thing.
Yeah, just
swapping around, giving each goalie playing time.
I think it was tied yesterday, too. What was it? We were up 4-2.
I think it was 4-2. 4-2. Gave up a couple goals.
Well, we got to play smart hockey now. We got to make sure we take care of the puck and just keep putting some shots on net.
It's that classic case of wolves on raw meat. We just got to get after it. And
I think Cutcom's going to get one this game. He's due.
He's due. He's really due. And after his first attempt, had the Mason City goalie dead to right, just slipped up the stick.
Yeah.
So Cutcomp out there with Skorud.
Peterson on the other wing.
Peterson. Thank you. I was just about ready to cough there. Thank you for the help. Mason City dumps it in, gets behind Lidstick. Swings back around, goes to the point, shot towards Lidstick, doesn't get on net. Cutcomp, nifty little move there, kind of fluttered off his stick though, but worked out for the better as Skorud was able to get it deep into Mason City's zone. Skorud back to Cutcomp. Cutcomp. He lost it. Big hit by Weaver. And it's a snot bubble.
Put the big shoulder and
pops out of the nose. Those are the hits that every defenseman loves to have. And looky, Peterson's going to skate it up.
Get somebody caught with their head down.
The kiss of death when you're playing hockey.
Yeah, got to have your head on a swivel.
Game comes so fast.
You're caught looking down at the puck, and next thing you know, you're on your keister.
So puck along the boards, gets it out to DeYoung. DeYoung loses it off his stick. Mason City, good defense. Throws it up the boards. Mahoney has to let everybody check up, dumps it deep, gets into the corner. Behind the Mason City netminder, thrown around the boards. O'Neill tried to keep it in and does, and as he originally skipped over his leg. Mason City with the puck. O'Neill throws it back over to look like Carter. Mahoney, he had it on his stick. Mason City's going to break it out and actually have a 2-on-1, but Habercorn's able to get back. High pop fly, weird bounce.
Yeah, those are tough ones to play there. You get them bouncing pucks right in front of you.
It's like playing shortstop, It's
knock it down, keep it in front of you, right?
Don't try to get cute.
Don't try to snatch it. Just, like I said, keep it in front of you.
So face off to the left of Lidstick. Lawson on the ice right now. Dewsbury, O'Neill, Habercorn, and Hansen. Scrum along the boards. Hansen thought he might have an opportunity to play the puck. Still kind of fluttered down. Oh, Dewsbury, he's over there banging on the boards as well as Habercorn, and they just blow it dead. Probably a good decision. And that was kind of funny. As a Mason City player.
Blow the whistle and just take a face off.
Yeah, that'll work.
Like that.
A lot of times, and honestly, that's a good move. It's just a safety thing, too.
Yeah. It was going nowhere, I guess. So.
Because how many times have you seen a puck along the boards like that? It's been a big stalemate, and a third party come walking in and
just
hit somebody.
Them, yeah.
So nice play by Orwig. He's able to get it in. Get it over to James. James with the backhand on net. Still loose.
Yeah, it was a nice backhand. Just didn't get enough on it.
James throws it towards Orwig, and just a little too hot as Orwig had an empty net. Good things might have happened if he would have got it on his stick. So good pressure. Prieto, loses it. Mason City dumps it in. Lidstick stops and holds. O'Neill. Orwig. Nice pass over to James. James over the red line. Hits the blue.
Oh, we tried to drop past the Prieto, but
yet again, an invisible player.
You got to be careful on those.
As lucky for us, Prieto was there, just wasn't as fancy as I think James wanted it to be. Battle on the boards. Prieto. Puck tries to go deep, doesn't get very far. James is going to get on top of that puck. O'Neill is going to give chase as it enters our zone, slowly works its way into the corner. James is going to have it on his stick. Seems like he's had it on his stick quite a bit this shift.
Yeah, good shift.
As Prieto knocks it up ice to Eaton. Eaton is knocked out. So payback is earlier Weaver knocked one of the main. Exactly. Exactly. Anything you can do, I can do better. And Prieto now has the puck behind the net. Gets it out to Cutcomp. Cutcomp, slow backhand up the boards. Cutcomp breaks out, can't get the pass.
Golask out there playing the puck. Skolrud comes in to help him.
So good battle. It's finally Weaver's going to have it on his stick. He's going to walk it up, get to the red line, dump it deep. Actually threw it at the netminder. He had to make a play, so good shot.
Now we've got to make sure we get deep and get after that puck and get two guys on it.
Mason City brings it up ice, hits the blue line, has it in our zone, shot, and it scores. Very, very good shot by Mason City as they went top shelf. Lidstick.
I think he got screened by Eaton coming across too, so I don't think he saw it the whole way in, and they picked that top corner.
And a big goal by Mason City as they now take the lead 3-2.
Well, happened yesterday. We got down the goal, and then we decided to pick up our play and come back. But,
sometimes it takes a slap in the face to wake things up as O'Neill gets the draw, brings it right up, puts on the brakes, spins it back around, gets knocked down by a Mason City player as he tried to get it to DeYoung. DeYoung centers it. Shot goes in. Had it to Stevenson. So Parker, right place at right time, just didn't get it on net.
Good save by Tony Habercorn there. Across the blue line, help his defensive partner out.
Stevenson slowly skates into a Mason City player. Mason City comes away with
back
it.
Door here.
Solid pass to the guy that just got the goal. He shoots it again. Lidstick didn't have to make a play on that one. Again, a shot towards Lidstick. Habercorn with the puck, throws it hard off the boards. Mahoney looked like he wanted to do a touch pass to DeYoung. It didn't go anywhere. O'Neill, he has it on his stick. Mason City, scrum towards the front of the net. Backhand towards Lidstick. Lidstick lost it, went between his legs, and Lidstick has given up 2 quick goals as Mason City has now taken a 4-2 lead.
That was 5-hole. That just squirted down underneath him there.
And almost identical to what happened yesterday. Quinn came in and gave up 2 quick goals. And
I wonder if it's tough coming off the bench cold, trying to jump right back into a game. That could be a part of it.
So almost identical situation as it's now 4-2 Mason City. Turnovers have killed us. When you have that puck on your stick in your zone, you got to get it out. Big hit there by Lawson as Weaver's going to bring it up. So Weaver had a few things to say to his team as the captain was trying to fire him up on the bench just a few minutes ago. Sometimes that's what it takes. Dewsbury out there, neutral zone faceoff, wins it forward. Hansen's out there as well with Dewsbury, Eaton, Weaver, backhands it in, gets deep enough. And Dewsbury can get after it. Good body position there. You know, those big guys, they'll want to knock you down. So obviously a smaller player, you got to take a better angle, and that was a perfect example where Dewsbury just took a better angle to the puck, shielded the Mason City player.
Sure, you could learn how to use those hip checks.
So Blues able to keep it into the Mason City zone. Dewsbury again gives chase as the puck rattles itself around. Looked like Weaver stepped up to try to keep it in, hit the Mason City player and missed it. And Mason City's able to drop it in deep. So crunch time starting to get low. As that should have been an interference call, and it will be. So your Blues are going to go on a penalty play as the pass was. And they're going to call an elbow. Well, it doesn't matter. It's a penalty nonetheless. So But your Blues, it's a good time to get back in this game.
Right, yes, give us a chance here. So at least get one back here right away.
So DeYoung, Stevenson, and Mahoney out there with O'Neill and Finley. Face off to O'Neill. O'Neill, he's going to try to walk it in, just skipped over his stick a little bit. Gets it over in a corner. Keeps it. Gets it.
We need to get somebody in front. Nobody in front there.
You're 100% correct there. Nobody's in front. Finally, Stevenson's there, and a great save.
He was right there. That was a nice save. It's a nice play, nice shot, just a better save.
So just when you said no one was in front, Stevenson, Carter just snuck his way there, but we got a little stoppage in play there. I don't know, mouthpiece or piece of something out there. Hopefully it's nobody's finger or anything like that. It's
the fingernail.
The fingernail. Official cleans up the mess and gives the goalie back his stick, and we're going to get a face-off to the left of the netminder. DeYoung again wins the draw cleanly, gets it back to Finley. Finley's going to throw it hard off the boards to DeYoung. DeYoung behind the net. Mahoney, he stepped in. O'Neill back to DeYoung. DeYoung with the puck. DeYoung holds and waits. DeYoung's back to Finley. Finley with the shot.
Oh, that got deflected there in front.
Still loose. Stevenson with the shot, and he
wide.
misses it. Had an open net, had top shelf. Some golden opportunities are being wasted. DeYoung, he's going to throw it at the net. Another shot on net. Good save.
Yep.
By the Mason City goalie. Puck's going to squirt itself free out of the zone. Everybody has to check up. Now it's a scrum along the boards. Somehow
Still got a
Mason,
minute left in the power play here. We got plenty of time to set things up. But
so Carter
make it happen here.
gets his pocket picked. Mason City just seems hungry right now as they go after it. Two Blues. They actually lost a puck to one Mason City player. He came in, walked in, got a nice shot on Litstick. Litstick with a good leg save. Another shot towards Litstick. So one-man wrecking crew for Mason City as they're able to just keep it into our zone. Finally, DeYoung gets the puck on his stick. He's going to bring it up, get it over the blue line. He's going to come around hard at the back of the net. Holden waits. Another shot, he scores! Finally! 3 different attempts that the Blues had.
Yep.
And we finally get a backhand pass. Carter Stevenson, another goal on the weekend, snuck in and finally buries it.
Yep, that was a power play goal, so it's still 6.5 minutes left. So that's good. Hopefully that's a momentum swinger there. We can get back in this and get that equalizer here next up. Who was that? Was that Sven Finley behind the net there? Got the feed?
That was DeYoung.
Oh, DeYoung. Sorry.
Yeah, literally that's the third time in that on that power play we had a golden opportunity and finally we bury it. So Mason City, they dump it deep. Weaver, he's going to knock it around the back of the boards. Lawson, he's going to get it out too.
That was a nice idea.
He did. He had it, and would have actually had a 2-on-1 possibility.
Dewsbury was flying down the middle there. He had a couple steps on that defenseman if he'd have been able to catch that pass.
So James is going to get on the ice with Hansen and Dewsbury.
Is that Eaton and Weaver back there on D?
Face off one Mason City. They throw it in at Litstick. So just after that goal, life.
Oh,
and it would have been a great play.
So Weaver was flying down the swing again here.
Buckle on the boards. Good scrum. Finally get away with James. And James gets it off to Hansen. Hansen with what I thought would have been a nice pass to James. Good hustle, though, by James, and it's going to go for an icing. Woo, that was close, but it was. It's a good call.
Yeah, it was a right idea, just a little too far in front of him.
So a little swing of events here as the Blues have a little more hip in their hop as well.
Yeah, goals do that, right? Finally score.
It is amazing, isn't it?
Once you get frustrated, you just can't seem to get one, and you finally put one in, and new life.
So Carter Stevenson wins the faceoff. Pop fly.
There it is.
And there it is. That's the play they wanted. DeYoung's going to have the puck on his stick. He's going to go in towards the net. He shoots and he scores! So that play works. The high fly ball to left center field. And DeYoung gets on it. His straight line speed scores. And
he had a little move. fake left, and went right and buried it in the back of the net.
What a pretty play. Your Quad City Blues tie this game up at 4 apiece.
There it is. Brand new game.
So all started with Carter. Great face-off win and dropped it back to the defense. The defense flipped it up, and DeYoung is able to hightail it down the ice. Weaver, he's going to knock it off the boards. James out there. James, he's got a step. James is going to throw it at net. Puck's loose, and Hansen down there got a rebound goal.
Yeah,
nice keep there by Eaton. Eaton throws it in.
ooh, that was
High pop fly there as it just got knocked down. James, he throws it towards it. Looked like Dewsbury was sitting down in front of the net.
oh, nice keep.
James with a nice keep gets it off to Hansen. Hansen tries to get it back to Dewsbury. That was a lovely play as well as the shot goes in towards net. So Mason City, you can obviously see some frustration here as they knock it down ice. Weaver, he steps up, tries to knock it hard off the boards, but knocked it right to a Mason City player. Mason City brings it over the line. They get it in. Shot goes towards Litstick. Litstick blocks it down. Good defensive help there by your Blues, and Prieto is headed up the ice. Prieto losing it off his stick. James getting towards the end of his shift as Mason City brings it up.
Oh, Eaton just got just enough of that guy to knock him off the puck.
Cutcomp onto the ice. And look at Owen Cutcomp. Darn near had a breakaway, a 2-on-1, and then the puck's going to flutter out of play. So Cutcomp looking down at the hole that he has in his stick. as he just
right over it.
As he just went right over it. And so Cutcomp and Prieto and Orwig.
Like I say, we need to, like I said, we've got a big momentum swing here going our way, but we don't want to get too crazy here and take any big chances. So
Puck's going to squirt free. It's going to enter the zone. Cutcomp, nice play by Cutcomp, is in on the forecheck.
Yeah, good aggressive forecheck there by Cutcomp.
Cutcomp again with it on his stick, nice. Backhand towards the front. And like you like to say, almost had eyes as it scooted itself towards the front of the net. We're going to stop it and play and a face-off in the Mason City zone.
Got DeYoung, Mahoney, and Stevenson back out there again. So like they're kind of rolling two lines here the last couple shifts. So
another good face-off win, O'Neill. He's going to settle things down. He's going to throw it back around the corner. Mahoney, he's going to have it. Tries to center it to DeYoung. Good defensive play there by Mason City. DeYoung has it. He throws a round shot.
That was a nice try, one-timer there.
And that was he was teeing it up.
Yeah, he was.
Mason City now with the puck. Brings it over the red line. Throws it out. O'Neill tries to jump the pass. He missed it. Shot goes towards Litstick. Way wide. Along the boards. Thrown back in. O'Neill, he goes to get it. Misses it completely. Mason City to the point. Bobbles out. And a good play for us is a lucky bobble. DeYoung, he had on his stick. And look out. DeYoung's going to go towards the net. Everybody's falling down. DeYoung, he scores! So, DeYoung, with what was kind of an ugly, fluky play, got a breakaway and throws it top shelf. And Mason City's netminders looking around going, what just happened?
Right?
That's a 3-goal swing for your Blues.
It was almost like carbon copy of yesterday.
3 unanswered goals by your Quad City Blues. And I think DeYoung, he's got that top shelf figured out. Earlier in the season, he was having a tough time dialing that shot in. And
so, yeah, he found he had that bar down earlier, and then that one nice pick the corner there on that last one.
So Weaver, he gets it knocked off his stick. Mason City tries to drop it back, so they're going to keep it in our zone. Weaver on the puck, good body position, tries to center it to the point. Nice pass here. We'll get Dewsbury. Let's see if he can get on the puck. He hustles all the way down the ice, and actually a 2-on-1 started to develop, but Mason City was able to back check. Weaver's going to throw it low. Gets knocked up in the air, bounces right back like a yo-yo to Weaver. Weaver does it again. Puck's loose, goes up over the net. James with the puck. He throws it at the net. James is knocked down from behind. How do they not call that? Shot goes towards the net, and it goes in! A deflection! And your Blues, 4 unanswered goals, have just poured it on here in the last 4 minutes of this game and now take a 6-4 lead.
That got into these guys all of a sudden.
Wow.
And why haven't we been doing it the whole game?
Not exactly sure who got the goal. Timeout by Mason City's coach.
Yeah,
probably a wise idea. He's got to get things settled down. And I'm not sure.
Said still just under 3 minutes left here.
Wow.
Just finish strong here. I said
Never your Blues. Wow, always keep things festive.
Gotta make it interesting.
And hopefully out of all the action, no one driving home is pulled over or swerved or anything like that. But I hope you're having fun listening to this because we're sure having fun bringing it to you.
Yeah, he opened up a little bit there. 28-13 shots there, so we got a ton of them here in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
And you get a team like Mason City, who obviously has a record that I'm sure they don't like. You give them momentum,
Yeah.
That hurts. You give them an opportunity, but your Blues have responded.
Yeah.
Answer right back with.
I said just play smart here. Don't give up anything. Don't take chances here now.
Yeah, because I could guarantee Mason City's they're gonna bring the
house.
Bring the house. They're gonna get after it. Games like this too, I'll have to keep an eye on things. They can get pretty physical towards the end of the game too.
So get chippy, but.
Yep. And I'm not saying it will, but
I haven't seen much out of these guys yet. So
2:53 left to go in this third period.
They're
4
keep
unanswered goals.
Stevenson, DeYoung, and Mahoney line out there.
Good face-off win by DeYoung. Swung back around. DeYoung looky. DeYoung has got the puck on his stick.
Here he is
DeYoung
going over the hat
splits.
trick here.
DeYoung pass to Mahoney. Mahoney swings and whiffs. O'Neill gets it back. He throws it at net. Good save by Mason City. Puck still loose, bouncing free. Finally, Mason City gets the puck on their stick. Good play by Habercorn. Stevenson and O'Neill also right there is denied anything that was possibly happening by Mason City. Chipped hard off the boards. Mason City throws it right back into Litstick. Puck goes to O'Neill. O'Neill puts on the brakes. There's his spinorama.
Watch the guy here. Somebody coming down the slot there. You got to watch that back door, too.
Hauled off the boards. Nice play by Mason City. Got the puck away from Mahoney for a split second, but Young jumped on it, down to deep. And Dewsbury out on the ice. He hits the blue line there and backpedals as Mason City brings it up. Good defensive step up by James as the puck gets free. Now O'Neill, he tries to bat the puck down out of the air. And your Blues on every loose puck right here.
Yeah, they're flying. Everybody's flying.
Chip up the boards. James had it knocked off his stick. That puck's going to enter the Mason City zone. Mason City with it. They stretch pass across the ice right at their one of their players' feet. Big hit there on Dewsbury along the boards. Battle. Weaver, he's going to get it. Chuck it deep.
Get it deep, yep.
Listen to his coaches. Barking out signals. And Mason City doing everything they can to just get the puck deep. But with 1:05 left, the Blues not in a hurry. Mason City, red line, try to dump it in. Prieto, he's there. Mason City loses it. Prieto, good battle by Prieto as it finally squirts into the neutral zone.
Yep,
back to Mason City. You're right. Cut count. We keep saying he's due. Hopefully maybe we can get him one. Swung back around up the ice. Weaver, who I don't know if he thought maybe he'd go for icing, just maybe took his eyes off him for a second. Eaton, puck behind the net, gets it over to Orwig. Orwig, he takes his eyes off it. Mason City, plenty of time up front, throws it towards Litstick. Actually tipped down. So 21 seconds left to go in the game as Orwig's going to get
possession of the puck.
Orwig, nifty little move there. Prieto is going to come away with it. Prieto up ice. Nice move at the red line. Prieto over the blue line. Prieto still with the puck. Actually gets a shot on goal. It didn't get all the way through.
Just a little wide, but just enough. That's about going to do it, too.
Shot goes in towards the Mason City net. And that's going to happen as your Blues come away with a huge win with 4 unanswered goals late in the third period to win this game 6-4 and make everybody happy. It's tough to win. It's tough to win 2 or 3 on the road. It's nice to get 4 straight.
Right. Yeah, like I said, especially the JV, they make it very easy on themselves going down a couple goals both games, but to finish strong and came back, and a win is a win is a win. So we got 4 of them this weekend.
So Your Blues, your JV Blues, your Varsity Blues, exceptionally well. Gave everybody nail-biting games, but we come away with the victories.
Just enough to keep them interesting, right?
Exactly. We've been happy to bring you to the game. We hope you've enjoyed the Blue Sports Network telecast. We will see you soon. Next game is Dubuque on December 5th. We'll see you then. Net. Pass goes up ice, and look what we have here. DeYoung finally with the speed, brings it in. High shot, he scores!
Bar down.
About the only thing that would have looked. Knocked down by Arnett. So Eaton brings it into the zone. Eaton, good pressure, throws it front.
Nice.
Shot and score! So Eaton, one man right there all by himself. One man wrecking crew brought it all the way in, brought it down. Finally, DeYoung gets the puck on his stick. He's going to bring it up, get it over the blue line. He's going to come around hard at the back of the net. Holden waits. Another shot, he scores! Finally! 3 different attempts that the Blues had. Stevenson wins the faceoff. Pop fly. And there it is. That's the play they wanted. DeYoung's going to have the puck on his stick. He's going to go in towards the net. He shoots and he scores! So that play works. The high fly ball bobbles out. And a good play for us is a lucky bobble. DeYoung, he had it on his stick. And look out. DeYoung's going to go towards the net. Everybody's falling down. DeYoung, he scores! So DeYoung with what was kind of an ugly fluky. Yo to Weaver. Weaver does it again. Puck's loose, goes up over the net. James with the puck. He throws it at the net. James is knocked out from behind. How do they not call that? Shot goes towards the net, and it goes in! A deflection! And your Blues 4 on.